Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome. So good to be with you today, as always. The next 4 or 5 little videos are going to be about our basic needs as humans. Once we've met all these basic needs, then we have the next step, which is purpose. And then one step beyond that, once you've kind of found a purpose, there's even something more basic even than that, or more needed than that. And that, I believe, is the ability to share this with somebody else. This experience that we have, we like to be fed, we like to eat, we like to drink, we like to do all these different things. We like to have connections, we like to do video games, whatever it is that you like to do with other people, or, that whole spectrum you like to do. But at the end of the day, and that's a phrase for a reason, so at the end of the day, what do you really need? I love that saying, right? At the end of the day, you need somebody to share this experience with, right? I'm here sharing with you, but if this is all I did, I'm not sure how good it would be. This is just part of who I am, what I'm sharing with you, and these conversations that I'm trying to start. But then I have people that I talk to about these. I ask them, was it any good, or was it helpful at all, or, and they give me feedback. Some I take, some I don't. All of it I listen to. But when you come to the close of your day, when your day is done, whether you've hit a wall or something really cool has happened, or whatever, whatever your day was like, you really want somebody to share that with. I mean, what do you do with these thoughts? Even as very small children, what's one of the first things we do when we do something really cool for the first time? Whether we stand up or even before that, we look at somebody and smile, and they smile back, and we're really pleased with ourselves, or they hand us something. We like to share. We like to have this common bond. We like to have approval, but it's also just like, hey, I'm here, right? And I think since the beginning of time, man's consciousness, we've always looked to the heavens, we've looked to nature, we've looked to whatever, and said, what's out there? And what we're really saying is we're calling out to what's out there to see us, or to acknowledge us, or to say, you have meaning, you have purpose, and this is why. And this is the primary reason I think that this is more important than all the basic needs. Because once you have all these basic needs met, there's still this big question mark. You have very wealthy people, super famous people that are extremely unhappy. And you have some that are happy, and then you have very poor people, thousands, if not millions, maybe billions of very poor people that are very happy. And you have to scratch your head and say, well, why is that? And it's partially because they have somebody to share their experience with. They have expectations that they meet, their basic needs are hopefully met, and then they have somebody to share this with. Poor cultures and poor communities have communities they just do. Anybody that's a grandparent or knows somebody that's a grandparent, there are lots of jokes about every time you get together, they're showing a picture of the grandchildren, what cute things they've done, and tell you how amazing it is. And of course, the old saying is, if I would have known grandchildren were that much fun, I would have had them first before I had my own kids, right? It's a little funny, right? But it points out that grandchildren love their grandparents just because. You don't really have to do anything. I'm sure you could mess up the relationship if you wanted to, but you don't have to do anything. They just love you, and the grandparents soak that in, and then there's this, again, synergistic effect that this makes this little love bubble, if you will, which is very cute and amazing. Life gets complicated as you get older, right? Things happen, good and bad. Society puts pressure on us, politics, blah, 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 survival, all these things kind of beat us into this contorted shape of conformity, if you will, to where we build up defenses and stuff, and it's not as easy just to reach out and hold a hand and share your life's experiences out of fear. Yet, what we really desire is a clean hand to hold, right? And clean as in loving, pure, if you will. Part of us is always looking for this hand to hold, for these eyes to be looking at you and you to be looking at them. We're kind of all on this hero's journey of looking for acceptance and purpose, right? We want our hero's journey. We love movies with heroes. We love movies with successful, great endings. That's why I feel it's really important to make sure that you limit the amount of negative people in your life. And not to shun them, because we need to reach out to people around us, but we need to have a core group of friends, 1 to 5, I've heard recommended, usually 3 or 4 or 5, to where they are people that are lifting you up, that will take the time and want to take the time, even if they're excited, to pause and listen to your story and go, oh, that's really good. Oh, that's amazing. And sometimes they may need to challenge you, to buffer you, but it's that acceptance, it's that love, it's that you're okay, I'm okay, we're together in this world, I love you, just for who you are. So please make sure you're looking for these people. Include them in your life. When you find one, value them highly. When somebody's really negative and hurting in your life, make sure you have the clear conversations with them to see if they're willing to change. If they're not willing to change, you really need to limit your time with them, if not push them out completely, at least for a while. Hey, there's dead battery. Anyway, in conclusion, this is not a religious channel, but I have to say that the analogy of God walking in the garden with Adam and Eve in the evening, and they would just walk and talk about their experiences in the garden, whatever it is they were doing, I don't know. But I mean, that is the kind of quintessential hand-holding, if you will, the validation that we exist and that what we do is good. The work and labor of our hands is good. Our relationships are good. We are good. Anyway, reach out to a friend, be a friend, draw a friend in, hold a hand, give a hug, give an attentive eye. Until we see you again, God bless, all the love, all the power. Love you guys. Bye.